Hello, it's Phil again from Wings of Pegasus. This is the second time that I've done this stream, as some people would have noticed, and I'm not sure whether this is going to keep on working or not, so fingers crossed. I might just get shut off mid-stream, I don't know. Everything on the screen, I was still going live, but it was just live to myself, so I don't know how to iron out those issues if I look like I'm going live on my screen, but actually it's cut out. The only reason I knew that it was actually cut out is because I've got another screen on the right hand side, so I could see that people were saying that it's cut out, which is good because I would have just gone on for like 20 minutes not knowing that nobody can see what's going on. But hopefully it's going to keep on going now, fingers crossed. I'm gonna have to go straight on to the next part. Maybe it was the cover video that threw it off. I don't know what the problem was, but let's skip over that and let's get into the Riff of the Week, which comes out every Sunday. And now this one was the 100th Riff of the Week, so I've been going for 100 weeks, and this one was a difficult one because everyone always says on YouTube, oh, you know, they're too easy, give us a more difficult one. So I'm going to play this now, and the first one to get on the live stream just wins the prize of being smug. But this is this week's Riff of the Week, and see if you guys can guess it. I'll be looking at the comments while it's playing. Rock! There we go, that was the Riff of the Week, and I'm going to have a little look over to the right here and see if anyone can get what that was, because I think a few people did get it. I know that a few people did get it on Sunday on YouTube, but you're going to have to guess to see if anybody can get it in the live stream. I'm going to keep looking over to the right hand side. Stephen C says, Dr. Feelgood, that's not quite there. I know what you're saying, but it wasn't quite right. A lot of people were along the right lines on Sunday, and I'll give you a clue because they said Dokken, and it's not strictly Dokken, it's kind of like Dokken. It's the same guitarist as Dokken, so anybody that knows that. Mandy just says George Lynch, so Mandy is hot on the trail, but I don't know if anybody knows the song. I might just say that Mandy got it, and Turd Ferguson says Lynch Mob, and Zano227, is that how you say that? It says Lynch Mob as well. Bethany Dawn Thompson says Lynch Mob. So everyone has got the band. Nobody said the name of the track yet, and I'm waiting for the name of the track. And Sean, who always comments first on my video, he doesn't actually always, but most of the time, 99% of the time, Sean is always the first on the scene for my analysis videos. But Sean says Lynch Mob as well. Robert says Dokken Jr. and Can Halen by Diane. Sandra says Lynch Mob. Yes, it's Lynch Mob, but I'm not sure anyone's going to get the track. I'm going to wait to see if anybody gets the track, and I can only see 5 comments at once, so if somebody gets it and it flips down, maybe I'll miss it, but I'll try and do my best to look at the right hand side to see what's going on in the chat. But it's a shame that this thing doesn't work, so that I can't get the comments up. I'm going to try this thing again, even though I don't think it's going to work with the comments. But let's see. It's a shame. This used to work. I can see the comments on the screen, but ever since they updated the software, it now doesn't work, and so the update is worse than the original. I then made the mistake actually of trying to roll back to a previous version so it'd work, and then it wouldn't even load up the project, like with the, you know, where's the logo? It's on that side. Everything's back to front when I'm looking at the screen. But yeah, everything went kaput, so all of my videos and everything that I usually show, they all disappeared. But luckily I then got it back to this version, which is a little bit more rubbish than the previous version because the live stream comments don't work. But I'm going to be moving on to one of my original tracks called Haunted, and this one I was dedicating the cover that I showed just at the beginning of the last live stream that then totally messed up. But I'll do it on this one. So this one's a shout out to Gwen, who was in hospital today, apparently. That's what Laurie says over on Patreon. So Laurie and Gwen are two of my patrons. So hello guys, and this one is for Gwen. This is Haunted from my album called Persistence, which is available on iTunes, Amazon, and wingsofpegasus.com/store if you want to check it out. But let's have a little listen to this, and I hope you guys like it. Rock! 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go, that was my actual track called Haunted from my album called Persistence. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I actually set it up incorrectly for the live stream tonight because I was going to play the album version, but that was the live version. That's from my live stream, and I hope you guys liked it. The album version pretty much sounds the same, maybe with a few tiny little different details, but that's what starts to happen live. You just change little bits here and there, but that was called Haunted. What I might try and do is, because this stream initially didn't work first time, I might throw in another original just to take the place of the cover that I missed at the beginning, because it kind of messed up halfway through the cover. So maybe it's something to do with a corrupted file or something. I don't know why it messes up, but what I'll do is I'll get another original track, try and get it queued up actually on the fly. Normally what I do is I plan everything and then just click a button and it will play whatever I'm selecting, whereas I'm going to have to search for something here and maybe play it in a second. But I'm just going to look over to the right hand side to say hello everyone, thanks for tuning in, it's massively appreciated. We've got Sergio Perez, I think he said he's from Chile, and then the comments went really quickly, but I'm going to move this onto, if I can, now this is risky doing this live, because I'm going to try and move to another screen to see if I can see more than 5 comments at once, because sometimes when you look at the screen the comments kind of go really quickly and I can't actually make out who's saying what unless everyone just goes quiet and then it's just one person who then actually comments and then I can read it. But let's have a little look. Right, I've now got myself on screen. This is really actually confusing, but now we've got a few more than 4, so we've got about 7 comments I can see now. So hello Sergio and Toots and Sandra as well, and Brian and Laurie and TK, New York City, hello, and Sterling as well as in the house, Gears73 as well, and Turd Ferguson I've noticed in there as well. Hello guys, thanks for tuning in. What I'm going to do is, let's see if I can actually select the right version of a video. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm going to try and pick my track called Hero, and I'm hoping that this is actually going to play the version from the album. There is a live version in here as well, but this is going to be an album version, I'm hoping. I don't know until I click it. But anyway, this is my song called Hero, again from the same album called Persistence. I hope you guys like this one. I can see the comments while this video is going on, so keep commenting. Oh, and like, that's the thing I always forget to do every week. If you can hit the like button. What did we have last week? I think last week was 87 likes that we pretty much nailed. I think it might have gone even higher than that after the video had finished, so people just kept going whilst I actually left the screen. But if everyone can click the like button, that would be massively appreciated. I don't know how many likes there are at the moment. Laurie says 86, but Robert says 103, so that might have been the final amount of likes from last week's live stream, 103. But if we can try and add like just 1 like a week, that'd be great, because it's like 1 extra person just watching every week, and that's good enough for me. But if you can hit the like button, it'll be massively appreciated. And if you like this song, hit the like button. This is my track called Hero. I hope you guys like it. Rock. And there we go, that was my track called Hero. I hope you guys liked it. And if you did like it, please hit the like button. I don't know how many likes we've got so far, but we're going for a new record tonight. I think the record on the live stream last week was 87, so that's what we're aiming for. Anything above 87 is going to be a good haul for tonight. So if you can hit that like button, it would be massively appreciated. Let's see what's going on in the comments. Sean is still in the house. Elizabeth Salvatore said, I like it or liked it a lot. Thank you guys for that. Joe says, can I be in the band? I don't know if that's my band or a band that other people are talking about, but I do everything on the album apart from the drums. I saw somebody do a comment that asked if I played drums. Actually, they said, you've got my drums in the background, and I assure you, these are not your drums, these are my drums. But yes, on the covers that I do everything. In fact, the cover that I did this month, which I released 5 days ago, that's on Patreon. On Patreon, which is, let me get the site up on screen if I can find it. Is that it? There we go. That's the link to Patreon, and I do a new cover video for Patreon every month, and it comes out freshly, like the first time you ever see it is on Patreon, and then 4 weeks later I then release the same cover on YouTube, so you get to see everything first over on patreon.com/Wings of Pegasus. But on the latest cover that I did, and it was what did I just do? I've done so many tracks and covers, I forget what it is, but it's Huey Lewis and the News. And if anyone from Patreon knows what the track was, then you can write it in here. I'll give you a clue. It's from Back to the Future, and I think people will know the Back in Time. It's not the Back in Time track. It's the other one. It's called The Power of Love. I didn't give you any chance to actually write it down in the comments there, but I did Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News. That was 5 days ago that I released that. But anyway, getting to the point, that's the first video that I've actually had my drumming on, actually in video, because normally when I do any filming, I have to move the drums out the way, because as you can see, they're in the way of the green screen at the moment. So I have to move them totally out the way, and then I do the filming. And then usually by the time I finish that, because it's just me doing it all myself, like running in front of the camera, then coming behind the camera and seeing the footage, and then seeing if I have to do it again. More than often, that's the case. But then I have to then move those drums back in place. After about 2 hours of filming, I just usually can't be bothered and usually don't have the time to actually get the drums in. But this time I got the drums in, so that's on Patreon if you want to see some drum action. But it's also me playing guitar and singing and doing everything else. But that was a very long answer to that question about the drums, but you can see some of my drumming on the latest cover on Patreon, which will be out on YouTube next month. But anyway, let's have a little look over here. Everyone, if you can hear, I think now I'm looking at the live stream feed and we've got 91 likes, so that's a new record. Thank you everyone for hitting the like button, it's massively appreciated, and thank you for everyone telling everyone else to hit the like button. It's much appreciated. It's 91, maybe we can get more than 91 after the stream, and that's what happened last time. I think we got to over 100, which is just like crazy. But thank you guys for hitting the like button, and hello everyone, and thanks. Laurie says, I love your Power of Love, Phil, thank you. And Elizabeth again, and Robert not hitting the like button. I didn't get to catch that comment, it suddenly went off screen. But I guess if you don't hit the like button, what you usually have on the internet is they say if you don't hit the like button, then you're going to have really bad luck for 7 days or something stupid like that. And yeah, or if you don't repost this video, that's another one. People send you messages and things all the time saying you've got to repost this, else you'll just have bad luck for like the rest of your life. But it never seems to happen. But I don't know, I'm not a particularly superstitious person, but maybe some people are, and it might work on them. I guess that's how it works with some people, and that's why these things become viral, because people are so superstitious they just share them all over the place. Anyway, I'm just starting to waffle on now. I'm going to do an analysis video tonight as well, and I always have to cut this down to about 20 minutes or half an hour because the first live stream tonight didn't work. This one has probably been going for about 20 minutes, something like that. I'm sure if I look on this screen, I might be able to see if I can see how long it's been going. It doesn't tell me. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in and for commenting. Just a quick thing on my videos from last week. I think it was on Sunday. I might have done a video on John McLaughlin, and that got blocked on copyrights, unfortunately. So everyone that has been suggesting and requesting John, unfortunately, he falls into that Jimi Hendrix category of being very strict on copywritten stuff, even though I'm not just kind of playing his songs in the entirety, you know, and trying to make any money from it. I'm not trying to release something of his. I'm not selling it to anybody, but sometimes the copyrights just get flat out blocked on YouTube. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do a video on John and his playing, but certainly check him out if you haven't already seen him, or if you don't know his playing, because he's a great player and he's influenced so many other players as well. But John McLaughlin, check him out. Unfortunately, he won't be on my channel unless I can find something that's going to be allowed, or he actually gives his permission for a video to be done, which I've had happen in the past. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a little bit of John on the channel as well. But thank you for watching this and for watching my analysis videos and my original videos and all the covers that I do as well. And thank you so much, everyone over on Patreon. Your support is massively appreciated. My patrons out there, you know who you are. Like, we had Laurie in the house tonight, and we got Gwen as well, and also Andy requested something on Patreon earlier, but I'm trying to think of what it was. I can't remember what the track was that he requested, but I will play that next week. So that request will go into next week's show, and yeah, I'll try and keep this a little bit shorter maybe next week, because I'm going into 12:30 now in the morning over here in England. So I'm gonna have to probably call it a night now, just so I can get this analysis video done, because I do one every night, and so far, touch wood, there's nothing to touch around here. Oh, my guitar. I just said that I'm not superstitious, and then I have to touch wood, because hopefully I'm going to be able to keep this up of doing an analysis video every night. So I guess I'm a little bit superstitious by that, because we have this expression in England that when you say something like, hopefully I'm going to be able to keep doing these videos every night, something will happen that is just like my whole computer will crash unless you touch something wooden. So I don't know if you have that over in the USA or wherever people are watching this live stream, but it's just something that we have in England. But I'm going to keep on going with these analysis videos every night. Thank you so much for all the requests and the suggestions. It's massively appreciated, because I get to look at so many other guitarists that I might not necessarily get to see, being into kind of blues and hard rock like I am. It's great to check out a little bit of jazz as well. I've also done mandolin on my channel as well, so and a bit of banjo at points as well. So I would never have covered that unless people were requesting it and suggesting it for me to look at. But anyway, let's have a little look over here, because I'm just about to call it a night for tonight, but I'm going to be online, obviously, doing the analysis video in about 2 hours. It usually takes me a couple of hours to record it, edit it, and then upload it to YouTube. So thank you guys for tuning in, everyone. We've got Kathy and Suzanne and Anne and Mary and Robert, and then KA DJ. And yeah, KA DJ says, thanks for paying respects to Roy Clark. No problem. It's bit of a downer, the role Roy Clark, because I did a few videos on him, and it's just, you think these guys are just going to live forever, because they're, especially Roy, who's just so kind of young, but I mean in terms of young in his personality, even though he had a decent life in terms of the length of his life, but he always seemed like he was in his early 20s, even when his 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, just had that personality of just being so likable and such a cool guy and such an amazing player as well on so many different instruments. But yeah, Roy Clark, what an absolute legend. But I'm going to have to call this a night for tonight. Thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in. It's massively appreciated. I'm going to be seeing you guys probably in the comments of the analysis videos, but if I don't see you in the comment section, I'll see you live here, same time, same place, over on this YouTube channel. You don't have to go over anywhere. It's going to be on this channel, Wings of Pegasus on YouTube, Tuesday night. I'm always going to be live. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch you guys at the next one. Rock!